Greetings, this is Miss Undefined, and before I go on further, I would like to first acknowledge AADN, Artists and Artisans Development and Network, the Government of Canada, and Geisha Productions for this platform. So, Black History Month and what it means to me. So, I don't know if you can see my flag, but I represent born and raised, a native child thereof, the land of wood and water. So, I think living my history or my story has always been a part of my existence. So this concept of February being Black History Month hasn't necessarily informed me in any way, shape, or form, because for me, this skin, this liberty, this legacy is a lifestyle. So that's what I have to say about that. I'm going to get into two pieces for you guys. I hope you full joy. The first piece is titled Black Woman. My role models, my sheroes, the ones that sitteth upon my pedestal, closest in relation to Mother Earth, the one who she favored during creation to embark on a mission and carry out her work from generation to generation, to give a life and love to all nations, who then weaned themselves from the warm, savory sweetness of her milk to subdue corruption. The one who first held all in her bosom, and with him and her abiding equally, established institutions for all knowledge. Valid and factual is this truth before all universities, all scholars, all college. The hierarchy of expectations now set in place to determine one's intelligence lived her. Earth Mother, spiritual woman, the voodoo queen, the ones who first discovered the introspection into the mystery before white gods made her evil and turned her into black magic and the stigma for Satan worship. Pure woman, real woman, the definition of nature to the most positive degree. And as the words were flowing under my pen and tears were streaming down my cheeks, I wondered if she would recognize that it is to her who I refer. Dark-skinned, sun-kissed, Nubian, African woman, descendants of the goddesses that have been reduced to symbols of naught, tricked into submission by religion for superiority and the fueling of an ego. When they speak of oppression, she is the foremost definition. She who has allowed herself to believe that she is weak, that her lips have been sewed together and she can no longer speak. She who has been trapped in fear, and for that same fear, I've come to an understanding that such is just an acronym which denotes false evidence appearing real. Become who you are, descendants of Nani. Become who you are, descendants of Nefertiti. Legislate, educate, advocate, discipline, lead woman, dark skin, light skin, sun-kissed, African woman, and all will follow. Or awakening is needed in the shifting of the cycles into new consciousnesses for better tomorrows. Black women before me, become who we were so that I can become you and pass it on to the much needed her. Give thanks. Give thanks. Give thanks. Okay. I'm going to get into my next piece, and that will conclude this spoken word performance for today. But if you like the vibes and you want to check me out, follow me on Instagram at Ms. Undefined. That's MZUNDEFINED _ Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Holler at me. Indigenous to the stars, and genetically connected to the sun. Yet still, over our consciousness, we have others pause on it being one. Heartbeats match the drums because we are in sync with the rhythm. Dark light produces all colors. Just consult your prism. How can your legacy still be stolen when one is fully aware of the culprits? At this point, we have basically wrapped it up and sold it. Not as very smart business people, for we do not profit of what it is worth. Gone as far as to dig up and sell the tree of life buried beneath the black woman's skirt. Or teachers have been on long and well-deserved rests. Full time we revisit these issues, these matters need to be readdressed. Or are you satisfied with being defeated in life's race? For ancestral pride, most seem too embarrassed to embrace. Authors of civilization defined, and even with all the poisoning, cultures that stay refined. Technological advance results in rumors of wars, and it seems we have become comfortable with living with these scars. A barbaric society, staged imposters. Their standards of living is a reality show, hence the reason they win Oscars. Open your mind's eye and critically analyze the people who were truly uncivilized. We overstood the connectivity between oneself and all in existence, knowing that against all odds to love is the only defense. That unity is vital, even though they say we are tribal, and that self-worth did not need to be marketed on being an idol. Prime ministers of the universe, we are called by many. I suggest you start seeking your truth, for the load is heavy. Give thanks for tuning in. I grant that you will enjoy all the other performances. Please remember to follow me on Instagram, YouTube, and your streaming platforms at Ms. Undefined. One love.